Both teams are ready, and we are about to start.
Woohoo, let's go.
Here we go. Round one, map one. DuctTales versus SLI. Good luck, have fun, everyone. So, Genrai obviously getting the samurai spawn here. DuctTales. They do not have a close ghost. Ghost is mid. SLI probably have control of that ghost if they position themselves correctly. I see them both going on billboard lane immediately for SLI. Yeah, Recon watching the billboard, dragging and pushing towards Skybridge. Immediately meets state. There's that push I'm talking about. Gets the ZRS pickup as well. Talibus is on the SRM, so we do have a weapon trade here. Mossok on Lizard. I need to fix my overlay. Okay, so here we go. Back on overlays now. Set up Lizard taking that shack roof onto the server. Ghost control. Deer does have it. They're pushing through server here. Lizard is going for a flank though. Gets caught out by Loose. Those ghost calls working in their favour. Loose doing well to stay back. 1v1 comes out. SRM mag capacity giving Calibus the edge there. They do get the weapon trade though. Picks up the ZRC that they got from Pyromaniac. 1v2 here. 44 HP for Calibus. Needs to be careful though, can get tapped on. Flunks the movement. That increased unit height of the support. Maybe catching them off guard there. Loose getting the double kill. Deer and Loose both on 3 XP. Round 1 goes to DuctTales, maybe. Slimy potentially rethink. And Super now weapon trade onto Lizard. So let's watch Lizard. Let's see where Lizard goes. I don't see any weapon trades here for DuctTales. So let's see what Lizard does. Straight through AC. Stops. Stalls. Jumps on top of AC. Weapon break. Yeah. Oh no, they're sitting on vent. They're not breaking vent. Meanwhile, Talibus taking Skybridge. Lizard gets called out here on elbow. Question mark. Doesn't notice that they're being chased by a support. Just completely unaware. Pyromaniac at their backside. Deer getting the second kill as well. It's down to Talibus once again, and it's just an SRM. Talibus, yeah, gets picked off by Loose on the staggered point there. Loose being a very good flanker here, very dangerous. Gets up to Corporal, but obviously they are an assault. So they don't really gain anything if they stick to assault. Yeah, so next round here with 2-0 on DuctTales. We've got immediate close calls here for DuctTales, so they've got the information already. We don't see any weapon trades here from SLI. Pyromaniac watching that billboard. Deer on basement. We've got Dragon M watching server. Lizard watching billboard. Talibus on elbow here. We've got to be careful because Loose with the weapon trade on MX actually from Pyromaniac, which is very smart here. ZRS very good on support. MX, very good, especially at these ranges. What a grenade. There's the ghost calls, ladies and gentlemen. That's why the ghost is good. But I do think, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Loose gets the second kill. Never mind, I was going to say overholding ghost is a risk, but it's no longer a risk because it's 3v1. So RS here on Lizard. Can Lizard get a pick? Looking for the penetration there on Deer, drops him down to 53 HP. Lizard just going to push. Gotta be careful though. Looking for an angle. Loose knows where they are. MX gets a kill. Very close, so 5 HP. Loose getting an ace. 3-0 in favour of DuctTales. SLI need to rethink. What are they doing? What are they doing consistently that's not worked? I think it's been the weapon trades. Will they go for another? Do they go for it again? SLI have the ghost here. Close goes for them on Samurai. Loose on the MX, Deer on the GT. Weapon trade once again for DuctTales. Pyromaniac electing to stick with that ZRS as they're taking the forward position on tree here. Dragon M watching Skybridge. We've got Lizard again with the ghost calls. Talibus watching AC. Talibus here on blue. Shots go out. Pyromaniac taking some damage here from Dragon. Dave finds Sly. Doesn't get any damage out though. Loose, Papa Pow, a little bit of damage. Just chip damage. We're just seeing chip damage. Dragon M is in a precarious position here with 69 HP. And yep, Loose gets a flank, gets a pick. And here we go. It's going to turn into fast engagements now. Talibus dropped down to 53 HP. They're bunkered up. Maybe Ghost needs to drop that. Get a weapon, but he can't because Pyromaniac's on the flank. Talibus gets 1, Pyromaniac gets 2. So yeah, if you're a Ghost carry, you need to think about where your primary weapon is. I did see that the Ghost did get dropped there, but I don't think a primary weapon was close by for Lizard, so he wasn't able to pick it up and even it out as Pyromaniac was pushing straight through their spawn to take that map control. So double MX now for DuctTales, 4-0. This is looking dicey. Only XP here is on Talibus. See an immediate Ghost pickup here from Lizard again. But again, they're leaving the primary weapon behind. 3v3, that's super risky. You get the information, that's fantastic. You're going to try and dictate where your teams go. But your teammates are down weapons. They have the disadvantage immediately. Nade goes out. That's not a nade, that's just shots. Dragon M down to 43 HP. Slow walks here from Dragon M as we see Loose holding blue. Pyromaniac pushing through towards server right now, holding ladder. Dragon M waiting for it. Dia holding connector. Oof. Good nade there. Dropping down Pyromaniac to 34 HP. That's the sort of stuff you need. So obviously they have the calls out. They know where Pyromaniac is, but Dia's looking to reinforce. That goes to shots. Talibus getting caught out here potentially. Yeah, a little bit more chip damage. Dia smart to back off now. Doesn't get caught out, doesn't get killed. But there's a smoke splitting slide down the middle here. Dragon M, if anyone pushes server, there's nothing he can do. Second smoke potentially. Talibus is not in a position here to back Dragon M up. If the second smoke goes out, yeah, they're backing off, they're going through tree here. Going through tree. Can they get it up blue? Can they catch? No. DuctTales are watching it. And now SLI are penned in. They're fully penned in here. Because Loose is blue. Here comes Pyromaniac watching tree. D's in the spawn. Loose getting the double kill. Can Loose get another triple kill? Pyromaniac on the chase. Dia hunting down. 10 HP on Lizard. They can cap. Don't kill, just cap. Don't kill, just cap. Yeah. Easiest cap of their life. And that's a triple sergeant. Five 0. Will SLI adapt? I believe this was the map pick here for DuctTales. So obviously they've been practicing it as Dia picks up the Ghost here. Close Ghost for them in their favour. Double MX as well. Still support, so they're still strong. They're not quite down the weapon advantage because SLI do not have a corporal. For a smoke here from Pyromaniac in the connector. There it goes. Dragon M watching blue. Lizard on billboard. Talibus seeing them around blue as well. But it matters not because he is the Ghost. They know where they are. They could tie if they wanted to. Lizard looking for a very long flank here on billboard potentially. Nah, they've been called out. They can't do it. They need to back off. And boom, Pyromaniac gets the angle, gets the pick. Once again, on the hunt. Just down to Lizard again. SRM, there's a ZRC to pick up. There's a Carter as well. Loose gets one. Yes, yeah, picked out. Oh, no. elects to fight the support. Should have gone past and gone for the recon. It's unfortunate there. I don't think Blizzard had much of a choice, so 1v2. Pyromaniac was slaughtering. Wasn't much they could do.
Gotta say, it's more one-sided than I thought.
Absolutely, and they're really starved for XP right now on SLI. What they need is 2v1s. They need some trades. They need some shared damage. Maybe a round survival XP. Get Talibus on that corporal so he can switch to assault. Support MX. Lizard on support here. So they have switched up classes. Support super, Dragon M on the recon with SRM on server, paired up with Lizard. Meanwhile, Talibus on the elbow. But again, unfortunately, the static Ghost player, although I wouldn't always recommend it because a grenade will kill you on 3v3, it's a huge risk, it's working in their favour. They have such a XP advantage. Here comes a nade. Doesn't quite find the target. Good nade though, good positioning. The mobility of the recon there. Coming into play, but it does not matter. The primary is able to push through to Lizard. Dragon M gets the trade. That's the sort of stuff I'm talking about. That's what they need. Super pickup for Dragon M. Gets the MX. Yes, better weapon. Okay, so it's a 2v2. Kind of even on weapons here as well. Assault versus support. Assault recon versus assault recon. Loose on a THP. They're not carrying the ghost. This is clever because as soon as they pick that ghost up, MX weapon penetration will kill them. Trades are going out. Not much damage. Loose has got a good position here. Yep, Loose has got a very good position here. Oh, this is stuck. If Loose knows the angles to watch. Didn't quite find the target. But D is on the flank. If Talibus takes the wrong step, D will get the kill. D repositions. So does Loose. Sly pushing through. Engagement gets Deer. Now we have a time. Yeah. So 6-0 here in favour of DuctTales, and we're on round 8. Don't see any weapon trades from Sly. Again, they don't have a corporal. The moment they get corporals, it's going to swing, I believe. Deer going for roof here. Sly have control of Ghost. Pyromaniac gets caught out. First pick finally going to Lizard here. As Lizard gets the MX pickup, but they're very low. If they can get a good angle though, this will be crucial. If Loose has audio, which he does, and so does Deer, gets the kill. Gets the kill. 2v1 double MX versus the support super, and the support is not in a good position for that super. They need to push. They need to get away from the glass. Hales looking around tree, trying to find this slow walking support. I don't think they're going to find it. I think the support's going to find them first. Oh, gives himself away. Yeah, Deer hears them. Deer hears them. Yeah. And there's the call out. You knew the call out. You knew they were coming. Yeah. Good team player. That jump onto the rail really gave Dragon M away, I believe. Do we see any more class switches? Lizard Recon, Dragon M support still, Talibus Assault. No weapon trades here for DuctTales, same classes as well. Loose performing very well here. Billboard push. Billboard push from Sly. And running to an MX support. Gets the pick. There's ZRS there, accuracy. Now Lizard pushing through, gets loose. This is it. This is it. D is caught off out of position here. Well and truly out of position. Depth pack. It's a fake depth pack drop. Holding server. Just outside on ladder. Dragon M's gonna run into them. Nobody about. And Dragon M finds. Point on the board here for SLI. This is what they need. This gets them double corporal. So now they can, Lizard and Talibus can switch it up for the MX support. Who takes it? Nobody takes it. Dragon M goes support. Reconnect. Reconnect. They don't. They do not take the MX. Just the only power boost we're seeing here is Lizard on the Shadid. And boom, straight away rifle player comes out on top. Immediate damage out, and there goes an aid. Lizard with a static positioning, they're getting caught out. That's not Lizard, that's Talibus. Talibus potentially looking to help Lizard there. Paramedic pushing through, connected. Finds an angle. ZRC versus MX, the working penetration going to come out in their favour. Oof. 7 HP on Pyro. 1v1 there on Heli. Now Lizard down to 24 HP. Lizard down to 28, Loose down to 24, Pyro down to 7. Gets flanked by Pyro. Oof. Map 1, real fast. Tetsu goes to DuctTales. I believe that was their map pick.
Let me double check that.
Yes, it was. Dawn Life is next map, and this is SLI's pick.